You won't find too many people who haven't seen at least one cartoon. You can grow that invested in the characters that you begin seeing them in everyday life. Some people may even think they look like those cartoon characters as well. From the real-life Rapunzel to Ariel, here are 15 people who look like cartoon characters. Number 15. The Real Shrek. This is a bit of a sad story, but it's hard not to see this man's resemblance to Shrek, even if he wasn't able to change how he looked or even intended to look like him. Maurice Tillet was a French lawyer in training who then became a wrestler. He was known for his extraordinary bear hug wrestling move, but also his unique appearance. Maurice had a condition called acromegaly. He started life as a normal man known for his kindness, but his deformities forced him to become relatively isolated. Maurice was born in Russia and led a normal childhood. But by the time he was 17, his hands, feet, chest, and head started to expand. Upon seeing a doctor, he was diagnosed with acromegaly that caused benign tumors to grow in his pituitary glands. These then caused his bones and tissue to grow at rapid speed. He abandoned his dreams to become a lawyer and decided to use his stature to his advantage in the wrestling field. He became known as the Angel, and many people believe he was the inspiration for the DreamWorks film Shrek. Before we go on, like this video, smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell right now, or this centipede will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Now it's time for the star topic. Some say he exists in real life, and some aren't so sure. So why don't you be the judge? This man definitely looks like Homer Simpson from The Simpsons. Aside from not having yellow skin and the missing MG from his hair and ear for matte graining, he does have the bulging eyes, large 5 o'clock shadow around his mouth, and small ears. Do you think this photo is real? Is this man real? Comment down below with the hashtag StarTopic and let us know your opinion in relation to what we just showed on screen. With that said, let's keep things moving. Number 14. Maui. You won't find too many kids who don't love the movie Moana. This Disney film has some memorable characters like Moana, Tala, Tui, and Tamatoa. But perhaps one of the most popular is Maui, the strong-willed, shape-shifting demigod. When 8-year-old Riley and her sister Rylan DeWiggins, 5, visited their local Costco in Kapolei, Hawaii, they never expected to meet Maui in person. The two sisters live in Oahu and visited their closest Costco when they saw Maui working at a cash register. They were amazed by who they were seeing. Of course, he wasn't actually Maui, but he definitely looked like the character. Instead, the Maui lookalike was William Vaana, who also goes by Big Will. Even though he wasn't Maui, he allowed the kids to treat him as such.
1, 2, 3.
He said he loves making children happy by acting like Maui, even using Maui's trademark call of Chee-hoo for added authenticity. Videos of these interactions took the internet by storm, and many people said it was the cutest thing ever. Some people even said William looked like someone you can trust even before you get to know them, and that even demigods have to work these days. Damn taxes. Number 13. Elsa. When Anna Faith Carlson stood in front of a Disney movie cutout, she didn't expect to end up all over the internet and hired for special events. But that is exactly what happened. 18-year-old Anna had been to see the Frozen movie and thoroughly enjoyed it. Afterward, she went to the mall and posed in front of an Elsa cardboard cutout outside of GameStop. She posted it to Instagram, and that was that. People were amazed at the resemblance between Anna and Elsa. Given that Anna is also a performer, she quickly decided that she would use her uncanny looks to her advantage. She started dressing up as Elsa, singing the famous Let It Go song, and visiting schools and hospitals.
Let it go, turn away and slam the door.
When she dressed up as Elsa and went to the mall, one girl even started crying. Her mom said the little girl thought Elsa might freeze her with her ice powers. Elsa also attends events with her sister, who both share the role of Anna, Elsa's sister. Anna has now finished high school and plans on recording an album. Number 12. Boo. Boo from Monsters, Inc. is a 2-year-old girl who isn't scared of any monsters except Randall, the scarer who was assigned to her door. She is a main character in the film, and it's a movie that's been popular with children and adults since its release in 2001. Because it's such a well-known movie, Laura Risota from Celestin Derby is continuously stopped by strangers who say her baby daughter looks exactly like Boo. In 2017, Laura said her 8-month-old daughter Liliha had dark, unruly hair that she had to tie up into pigtails. She had so much hair when she was born that even the midwives were stunned. Since then, their grocery trips can take over an hour just with how many people stop and compare her to Boo. The first time she tied Liliha's hair up in pigtails, she saw the resemblance herself but didn't think others would. But as it turns out, everyone did. At first, she found it strange having strangers come up to her and play with her daughter's hair, but now she doesn't mind. She said everyone is quite lovely and her daughter loves all the attention. Number 11. Rapunzel in real life. Rapunzel from the Brothers Grimm fairy tale was confined to a tower. Now, it goes without saying that when you're stuck in a tower, you don't exactly have access to a hairdresser, so your hair is probably gonna grow quite long. That's how Rapunzel was able to throw her hair down to the ground to allow a prince to climb up and save her. Rapunzel is a fictional character, but there's actually someone that looks like her in real life. Daria Gubanova. When Daria was a teenager, her friend bet her that she wouldn't be able to grow her hair long enough to braid it. Daria was pretty adamant that she could, so she stopped seeing a hairdresser and let her hair grow as long as it wanted. And grow it did. It now reaches her ankles, and she doesn't plan to cut it until it gets to her toes. The now 27-year-old lives in south-central Russia's Altai-Krai region, and her hair is in remarkable condition, given that she hasn't visited a salon or trimmed her hair in over a decade. We could just imagine how much shampoo and conditioner she goes through, though. Number 10. Real-life Tarzan. Tarzan was a fictional character who was raised by apes in jungles. He loved running, climbing trees, and living a very simple life. Tarzan is a fictional character, but his look-alike Jason is definitely real. You just won't be able to spot too many differences between the two. Jason has long hair and dreadlocks and lives in a jungle in Hong Kong. He built a beautiful house from tree branches and then decorated it with plastic waste that washed up on the beach. He grows his own food, has a beach by his home, and goes fishing and swimming whenever he pleases. He's basically living everyone's dream vacation. Even better, Jason is paid by Disney to live this very lifestyle. He has enough money to live in the city, but prefers his simple, Tarzan-like life in the jungle. Tarzan was raised by apes, but Jason's early beginnings were a bit different. His mother died when he was young, and he struggled with life every day. Being in nature and living the life he does means he doesn't struggle with the same feelings he used to. Number 9. Princess Jasmine. Kids love dressing up as their favorite Disney characters. Those same kids probably also wish their favorite movie cartoon characters were real. When it comes to Princess Jasmine from Aladdin, Olayinka Mia Noel is pretty close to the real deal. So much so that it's hard to spot the difference. Olayinka is a model and member of the R&B girl group called XSO. She dressed as Princess Jasmine for Halloween, then shared her picture on Instagram. Everything about Olayinka screamed Princess Jasmine, from the dress to the perfect skin, body toning, and even her eyes. Her boyfriend, Sheldon Strickland, even managed to pull off a pretty impressive Aladdin. But Olayinka didn't just stop at the beautiful blue and gold two-piece outfit and unique hairstyle. The New York-based singer also sang a rendition of A Whole New World from Aladdin for authenticity. Once she posted the images online, her Instagram blew up. Her photos had been liked over 80,000 times, and people were in awe at how much she looked like Princess Jasmine. Some people even asked if Princess Jasmine was copying her or the other way around. Number 8. Disney Princesses. Some people take their passion for Disney a little further than others. If you like Disney, you might buy a few books or movies or see new films at the cinema when they're released. But if you're Sarah Engel from Denver, Colorado, you do things just a little bit differently. Sarah is a marketing manager who has spent over $14,000 on custom-made Disney costumes. She has one for Snow White, Belle, Ariel, Cinderella, and even recent characters like Anna and Elsa from Frozen. In total, Sarah has had about 17 outfits and 16 wigs made to satisfy her Disney passion. She said it takes a while to get into character as each outfit has many layers. She then has to focus on her makeup with contouring to make sure her face looks exactly like the Disney character she's trying to play. For example, when she dresses up like Aurora from Sleeping Beauty, she has to contour her face to be much slimmer. And since she has hazel eyes, she has to wear blue contact lenses when she's dressing up as Elsa from Frozen and Ariel from The Little Mermaid. But Sarah doesn't just dress up for fun. She and her boyfriend started a business called Princess Ever After, and people pay her to work as a princess at their events. Number 7. Pocahontas. Pocahontas is a Disney film that gets its inspiration from the Native American woman of the same name. She was associated with the colonial settlement in Virginia and was the daughter of a chief called Powhatan. In the Disney film, Pocahontas is an adventurous girl who disobeys her father's order not to meet English settlers. She does anyway and falls in love with Captain John Smith. Many children and even adults love the film, and some love it so much that they try and look like her. And we think Filipina model Sherry Lansang pulls off the look quite well. Sherry dressed up in traditional Native American clothing that the animated Pocahontas was seen to wear in the film. She has the same long black hair, facial structure, and build. It was like you were staring at the real-life Pocahontas. However, Disney actually used native actress Irene Bernard as their foundation and physical model for Pocahontas. She was also the voice of the 1995 Disney film Pocahontas and the voice of the 1998 sequel to it, Pocahontas 2: Journey to a New World. Irene has played many Native American characters and is of Inuit and Cree ancestry. Number 6. Jessica Rabbit. Jessica Rabbit is a character from the film Who Framed Roger Rabbit and the mystery novel Who Censored Roger Rabbit. She's considered an animated sex symbol and is known for her line, "I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way." California model Carly Mersola considered Jessica Rabbit her idol, so she spent over $50,000 trying to make herself look like her. She got lip injections, size H breast implants, chin enhancements through an implant and Botox, and more. She's also not done yet. Carly has been getting these procedures since 2017, and the price tag is sitting at $50,150 so far. Carly loved the curvaceous character's look with a tiny waist, pouty lips, and big breasts, and wanted to achieve that same look. She plans on having a Brazilian butt lift and another boob job to complete the look. Carly said she wants to enhance what she has naturally. She said before surgery, she was plain but naturally beautiful. She then went on to say she loved herself and knows that being a good person is more important than looks. Number 5. Belle from Beauty and the Beast. In many cases, cartoon character lookalikes are random people who don't often find themselves in the spotlight. But in the case of Belle from Beauty and the Beast, it's actually a well-known celebrity who's the spitting image of her. Anne Hathaway would suit the part of Belle quite nicely, given that they have similar eyes, facial structure, and mouths.
No, sir, not me. I
Belle is the free-spirit daughter of an inventor who wants to go on adventures rather than living a predictable village life. She's a free spirit from a French village and loves fantasy, fantastical stories, and adventure. In a strange twist of events, she ends up becoming the Beast's prisoner to save her father's life. Even though Anne Hathaway would probably suit the role nicely, other celebrities and Broadway performers have taken on the parts in various remakes. Emma Watson portrayed Belle in the live-action film in 2017. Susan Egan played the role of Belle in the Broadway musical adaptation of Beauty and the Beast. Susan was reluctant to audition, but ended up turning down roles in Grease, Carousel, and My Fair Lady to play Belle. Number 4. Princess Ariel. Many little girls dream of becoming Disney princesses, but very few of them actually go on to become them. Instead, they become housemakers, doctors, lawyers, supermarket operators, and just general everyday workers. But Tracy Hines, even as a young girl, knew she wanted to become Ariel from The Little Mermaid. So that's what she did. Tracy had been singing since she was around 3 years old. By the time she was 5, she was thinking about what she wanted to be when she grew up. After seeing The Little Mermaid, she connected with Ariel and was amazed by everything about her. She loved her red hair, her expressive eyes, and her singing voice. She is now drawn to everything mermaid related and started singing professionally as a mermaid in recent years. Her voice is unbelievably similar to Ariel's, and she's able to sing many of Ariel's songs with complete accuracy. So not only does she look like Ariel, but she's managed to nail everything about her down to a T. Tracy also loves being hired as Ariel to attend children's birthday parties. She enjoys watching the children's faces light up when they see her dressed up with her mermaid tail, beaming smile, and vibrant red hair. Number 3. Merida from Brave. In 2012, the Disney Pixar movie Brave took the world by storm. People loved the inspiring character Merida, who was the first Disney princess to be created by Pixar. Given her vibrant red locks, it may seem like it would be impossible
GC Pro, and it's just, I was really welcomed into it, and I just enjoy coming down here all the time
to find someone who looks like her in real life. Still, competitions are bringing some pretty close matches out of the woodwork. Caitlin Boyd appeared at the Central Florida Scottish Highlands Games looking very much like a real-life Merida. Caitlin won the International Lookalike competition and was invited to be the guest of honor. Caitlin is a girl of many talents. She's a talented jazz, ballet, tap, modern, and Highland dancer. She can also play the violin and piano and sing. Since then, Caitlin has appeared in many musicals, on TV, and at Merida events. However, it's hard to deny the similarities between Blainfield's Stirlingshire teen Dana Sim and Merida as well. The Sun took Dana for a photo shoot near Dunkerin Fort near Falkirk, which is a replica medieval village. Dana fit right in her green Disney dress and got to learn about shooting a bow and arrow. Number 2. Family Guy's real-life Peter Griffin. You won't find too many people who don't know Peter Griffin. He is the main character in Family Guy, Lois's husband, and the father of Meg, Chris, and Stewie. He's an animated character, but he's also one you'll find at the New York Comic Con. Robert Franzese has always had a knack with voices. He could watch the Looney Tunes, the Muppets, or any cartoon and immediately pick up their voices. One day, he got inspired to do Peter Griffin's voice, considering he looked very similar to him.
And the Karens are at a loss because there's not as many managers that they can talk to.
He put on green pants, a white button-down shirt, and circle glasses. His character was set. Now, when he attends the New York Comic Con, people come up to him to get their photo taken, and he even gets discounts just for being a Peter Griffin lookalike with the voice to match. Roberts said at his job, he's a nobody. He said he does a nobody job for nobody pay and doesn't feel like he's visible. But as soon as he becomes Peter Griffin in a Comic-Con setting where he makes friends, he feels like an entirely different person. Number 1. Princess Tiana. Little girls love dressing up as their favorite Disney princesses. The problem is, African American girls struggled with the idea that their skin tone didn't match that of their Disney idols. Princess Tiana changed that in 2009. Disney introduced Princess Tiana in The Princess and the Frog, played by Jessica Hudson. The movie was set in New Orleans in the 1920s.
It's so surreal. Like, I'm like, really? I am me, the godmother?
And had a heavy emphasis on Creole culture. Tiana ended up being popular with many young girls. People were throwing Princess Tiana-themed birthday parties and buying merchandise with her face on it. Many parents loved the idea that Disney was embracing more cultures now more than ever before. And Jennifer Hudson looked stunning in the role of Princess Tiana. She was radiant and glowing, and this one princess could make a world of difference to African American girls everywhere. Before her role in the film, Jennifer Hudson was a singer, actress, and philanthropist. She was also a finalist in the 3rd season of American Idol. Jennifer even picked up an Academy Award, Golden Globe Award, Screen Actors Guild Award, and BAFTA Award for her role in Dreamgirls. It's hard not to be amazed by how similar some of these people look to cartoon characters. Who do you think looks the most like their cartoon character? Do you know someone who looks just like an animated character as well? Also, check out our other cool stuff showing up on screen right now.